guys, hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, Divine Sade, if you're new. So a lot of you guys requested that I make a follow-up video regarding my video from 2 months ago about Kevin Samuels deceiving you. In that video, I discussed how Kevin Samuels and Tracy McGrady are the exact same, how they share the same physical attributes, and how they're both inspired off of each other. So it's just really crazy damage control that he goes and fake his death right after this video 2 months later, So go watch Contrasex's video. He recently made a video about Kevin Samuels being alive. Make sure you guys go check that out. Really detailed video. So as you can see from the side by side, they share the same eye spacing, those funny droopy looking eyes. They even share the same facial structure, their jaw structure. A lot of things about these two characters are very similar. They didn't really change much, but the attitude, the demeanor, the way of dressing, that's pretty much the only things that they changed between these two characters. Okay, and this side by side is perfect. You can really see it with their side profile and with them both wearing glasses. You can really see it. They pretty much even have the same hairline. Okay, and then this is another side by side, and they look so much alike in this. Alright, so there's some crazy gematria with this whole situation. So Kevin Samuels and Fake Death have the same gematria in a full reduction cipher, 43 and 34. And then a reverse full reduction cipher, they have 74 and 47. It's scripted, it's fake. He was a fake person to begin with. He's a character, he's a puppet. Like I said in my prior video about him, he's fake. He doesn't exist. And then here we go again. Kevin, his first name, and Fake Death have 61 in the English ordinal. And then in the reverse ordinal, it has 74. In the reverse reduction cipher, it has 47. And then this is a crazy thing, how Death is associated with the YouTube personals, those people who are really big on YouTube and very much involved. So don't be shocked like right now with one of the YouTubers fake their deaths or any of the other ones that are going to do it later, because it's associated with it. It's meant to happen. So Death and YouTubers have both share 38, and then in the reverse ordinal they both have 97, and in the reverse full reduction cipher they both have 25 and 52. Same thing. Alright, and then here we go. Tracy McGrady being so connected with all of the things that happened to Kevin Samuels linking to his death, okay? So Tracy McGrady and cardiac arrest both equal 57 in a full reduction cipher and equals 6996 in a reverse full reduction cipher. So it's all scripted, honestly. There's so much gematria with this one, it's insane. And another crazy connection is Kevin dies at 57, and cardiac arrest is what caused his death, supposedly. And cardiac arrest equals 57 in a full reduction cipher. What is the chance of that? And then if you were to do the numerology with cardiac arrest, like all the numbers in each cipher, it equals 3366. Of course, that's what they would choose to kill him off. All right, and this is another crazy thing. I'm going to be talking about a lot of 5s and 7s in this, and this is something that needs to be talked about. I'm going to try to get into more symbolism in my videos to teach you guys, so you guys can be aware of all these little things of symbolism that goes on and little details that they be having. So Kevin Samuels and Tracy McGrady had the same amount of letters in their first name and in their last names. So Kevin is 5, okay? Tracy is 5. The connection with that is a blazing star in masonry, which I will show you guys. And then their last name, Samuels and McGrady, both equal 7, okay? And 7's associated with masonry because of the G. It's the 7th letter in the alphabet, okay? This is Tracy. He played for the Orlando Magic. And, of course, their logo is the star, of course. And the person that he's next to has 33 on his shirt, so scripted. And here is the star in masonry, Masonic blazing star. And it says right here that the Masonic blazing star, not to be confused with the 5-pointed star, is one of the most important symbols of Freemasonry. A star has 5 points, And of course, they love the blazing star. They call it the blazing star because it's what many may say illuminated light, whatever. They love associating things with light and brightness. So that's just the major connection here. And you're going to see a lot of connections as we go along in this. And 5 is a ranking in masonry, and it's called Perfect Master, one of the rankings. And just a lot of weird things happen associated with 5s. Case in point, this happened on Cinco de Mayo, which is the 5th day of May. So May is the 5th month. So everything's just scripted. He's 57 when he dies. Everything's scripted. We're going to get into all that later into the video. So make sure you guys go check out my symbolism hidden in plain sight video. In case you are confused about some of the symbolism I bring up, I will be making an updated version of this video, but in case you don't know about any of the symbolism that I'm talking about, or you don't even know symbolism exists, go check out that video. It's a really good video. There's a lot of misinformation, I guess you can say, surrounding his death. People are saying he died at 56. People are saying he died at 57, which it is 57 if you do the math of his birth year and the date and all that. It is 57. But there's a lot of false information out there. I don't know why. I feel like it's purposely done. One, to keep people entertained with the situation. They're going to try to drag this situation on and then let it go in the wind, But they're trying to keep people entertained with the situation to care. A lot of these involved YouTubers, a lot of these involved Twitter people, bloggers, whatever the fuck you want to call it, they are trying to make this a real event. And I talked about this in my Kwame Brown video. If it's fake, why can't they just say it's fake? Like, all the gematria adds up, everything adds up. It's obviously not fucking real. And they're just dragging it on, and it's purposely done because they're trying to get as much energy as they can from people. I mean, it's like open season right now for them. Like, they're just trying to get so much energy from people, And the fact that I had seen some stuff like a particular race of women, black women in quotation marks, were celebrating the idea of him being dead. And I even seen an article of some fucking bloggers saying some disgusting shit about this man. And I'm like, if this shit was fucking real, y'all are evil, And I think they're trying to turn people evil. I think they want people to, when a certain person dies, celebrate it, and that's all just building your karma in life, That's not something to be celebrated. I don't, even if you hate someone, you don't just celebrate the idea that they have died. And like I talked about in my last Kevin Samuels video, hate is a powerful, powerful energy. And this character in particular, he wanted to be hated purposely so he can get so much energy. And look at it, he dies and gets so much energy still. So it's like he's sitting behind a computer screen or something right now getting hella fucking energy, and he's loving it, probably loving the idea that all these people are just giving us energy, talking about it, So it's fucking fake. The only reason I'm making this video is because it feels like direct damage control to the video that I made months ago, So he was a YouTuber with 1.4 million subscribers. We're going to talk about this little YouTube fake career that he had. So 1.4 million. 1 plus 4 is what? 5. And what did we just talk about with the 5? The Masonic blazing star. 5 points on the star, blazing, illuminated, all of the above, okay? So here's some crazy, disgusting shit I found, which really made me want to make this video. So the big reason why he made it 256 posts. So first off with the numerology, 2 plus 5 is 7, 7 plus 6 is 13. His birthday's on the 13th, and he was born 1965. 256. It's all scripted. It's all fake, okay? If you're someone with cardiac arrest, you must have been feeling this there's so many symptoms with that, like shortness of breath, chest pains, Meanwhile, you're going live. You're talking to people, doing the usual. You understand? One weird thing about his Instagram, he's following 138 people. And if you've been watching me in Conscious X video for the longest, we always point out 38 because a lot of these people associated with 38 because 38 is associated with death, okay? Death equals 38 in gematria, okay? And what is the chances that he's following 138 people? And I'm going to show you guys the connection with this 138. Tracy McGrady equals 138 in the English ordinal, okay? His other character is following 138 people. What the fuck? And then Tracy McGrady in the full reduction cipher equals 57. His other character, Kevin, yeah, he dies at 57 years old. And he follows 138 people. What the fuck? So let's talk about his YouTube career, all right? So I went through his whole channel because I'm like, okay, well, when did his channel actually start? Because I didn't start hearing about him till like probably a year or two ago. I'm not really sure. And I went through his channel. He has videos from 4 years ago and the oldest being from 6 years ago. All of these videos are wrapped around promoting cologne to men, okay? And telling men that these are the fragrances that you need to get this woman, get this, et cetera, et cetera. As you guys can see from the thumbnail, on the very top, brick wall. The thumbnail at the very bottom with the 3, it's red and black. The 3 is red. His suit's black. And the background is brick wall, okay? He decides to die on his 6th year on YouTube. His oldest video is 6 years ago. So his 6th year on YouTube, he just decides to go away. Just disappear from the scene. And these are all his videos from 6 years ago. Just promoting cologne. Seems like he was a big advertiser for these cologne companies. So McGrady and cologne have the same numbers in 3 ciphers. This is fucking insane. So in the English ordinal, they both share 71. In the full reduction cipher, they both share 35. In the reverse ordinal cipher, they both share 118. What is a fucking coincidence in that? You're telling me his other fucking character starts his career based off promoting cologne to men and telling them that this is going to change your life and you're going to be so fucking great and you're going to get all the bitches, etc., etc. What is just chances of this, and he promotes this, and his main, the main inspiration of his look equals the same, his last name equals the same as what he does. It's crazy. And here's that thumbnail I was talking about. Brick wall. Very involved. He's on a checkerboard floor, of course. Make sure you guys go check out my mosaic checkerboard floor exposed video. Really good video. Shows how they are all doing it. They're all associated with it. The black and the white. Sometimes the red and the white. Okay? So he decided to die at the Grady Hospital. Isn't that funny? Isn't that so ironic? The irony in this. So right here, this is the Grady's Hospital. I decided to do, some detective work, some investigative work. Right here is the logo on the Grady Hospital. And of course, it's a fucking X and a cross. This whole symbol is just symbolic. It's a cross, it's an X, it's all the above, okay? And go check out my symbolism hidden in plain sight video where I talk about the cross. And of course, the cross is red. And it also looks like a plus sign. It's whatever you can imagine it to be. It's all the same. Anyway, so of course that's red. And of course, Grady is black, okay? Red and black. And of course, he dies May 5th, 2022. A lot of celebrities are going to die in 2022. That's my personal belief because it equals 6. And it's kind of like something they would script out and do. You understand? So his whole death is just ironic as fuck. May's 3 letters, of course, and it's all just associated. Anyway, so May's the 5th month. He dies on the 5th. Then he dies on Cinco de Mayo. What? This is just so ironic and sick and just, a day of celebration and he's just dying and then people are celebrating his death. How fucking ironic, It's just evil, He died at 57. 5 plus 7 is 12 and 12 equals 3, okay? Take the 1 added to the 2, you get 3. May is a total of 3 letters, of course. So it's all scripted. Now, I went a little bit deeper. Why did he die in Atlanta? I was so confused. So I said, what number city is Atlanta? So Atlanta is ranked the 38th most popular city in the US, okay, according to the 2020 census. And this is the ranking chart. So Kansas is 36. Anyway, so yeah, as you see from this ranking of the America's big cities, they're 38, okay? 38. 38 is associated with death, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video. They love this number, so of course he dies in Atlanta, you know? And he dies in the most crappiest fucking hospital ever. I mean, the hospital had 2.9 stars, like ratings, like as being good, you know? So he goes to a 2.9 star hospital. You know, you're this big, you know, YouTuber, you got all this money. Like I mentioned in my last video, he has this huge scripted network. Yet you go to, there was some with 4.1 stars, 3.4 stars, you get the gist. And he goes to this crappy fucking hospital. And it's on purpose. That's what makes me realize it's on purpose. You go to the Grady fucking hospital on purpose. Because the other character's name, his last name is McGrady. It's just purposely done. Because why would you want to put yourself in a position to go to the low rated motherfucking hospital? And I know people can say, oh, well, he just had to get there. Da, 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 da. Like, but still, it's scripted. It's fake. You know, so it's just crazy. And Grady, their address is scripted as fuck, this hospital. It ends off with 3033, which is 333 if you take those zeros out, and which also equals 9. Because if you take the 3 threes and you times it, it equals 9, and 9 means the end. So it's all scripted. They purposely did this. There's nothing more to say about that. They purposely scripted this person's death, and it's just weird. It's kind of random. It's felt kind of random, honestly. But with all these numbers in gematria, it's just fucking insane how they script things to the T. And another thing I have before I end this, like I showed you guys in the beginning, Kevin and Tracy, that name equals 5, and then their last names both equal 7. And here's the big joke, guys. He dies at 57. It's just all scripted, okay? So, Tracy McGrady and Kevin Samuels, these two characters, their physical attribute was based off each other, because now this one's off the scene. And his death is scripted as fuck. It's fake. They purposely made this character to get as much energy as possible out of people. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you all for supporting. I truly appreciate all of you.